it's me, Richard. So please, where is Richard? I am Richard. You remember from the dating site we have been chatting on? But sir, your picture kind of looks different. That's why I am confused. Oh yes, I remember. The pictures on my site were older pictures. Well, it doesn't matter. Thank you, sir, for inviting me over to the land of peace and a land flowing with milk and honey. I don't arrive with that though. Sorry, my dear, I just didn't want you to think I was deceiving you with my pictures. That was why I didn't use my real pictures. Ujuma replies, it doesn't matter, sir. It's okay. My Oyibo man, I don't hammer. Ha 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 ha. Wow, is this your house? It's so beautiful. You live in a mansion. Richard smiles. Thank you. Ujuma points at the fireplace and says, Sir, but why are you using firewood in this fine house and in this modern era? With all the money you get, why don't you use electric stove or electric cooker? Why firewood in a mansion? Richard smiles. It's not a kitchen, my dear. It's just a fireplace to warm up the house. Ujunwa responds, I hear. Okay, you think we don't know things in Africa. Why are you not using electric warmer instead of firewood? Richard replies, it's all the same. It works the same way. Okay, enough of the question. Let me show you to your room. Richard takes her up to the bedroom. This is your room. Hope you don't mind. We are going to be staying together so we can know each other better. Ujuma exclaims, Ha! Oyibo Man, you want to steal the yam when you haven't paid for it. Richard responds, What are you talking about? I don't understand. What yam am I stealing? Ujuma explains, I am the yam you want to steal. In Africa culture, before you can eat the yam, you need to pay for it. I am the yam you need to pay my dowry first before that can happen. Okay, Richard smiles and takes Ujuma to another room. As Ujuma entered the shower and about to bathe, she mistakenly turns the water heater to the highest. As the hot water pours on her body, she lets out a loud scream. Jesus! Chineke me! I don't die, yo! Richard quickly rushes in and saves the day. She starts sobbing. You people want to kill me in America. Richard smiles. I'm so sorry, my dear. You should have called me to help you regulate the water heater. Ujuma says, don't worry. Next time, I go boil hot water and put it in a bucket. Then mix it with cold water. That's how we do back there home in Nigeria. Richard smiles. But in America, my dear, we don't have buckets. Ujuma replies, then I will have to stop taking my bath. The next morning, Richard whips some light breakfast and brings it to Ujuma's room, who exclaims, What is this? Is this food for a goat? Which one be leave on top of bread? Abeg, this food I cannot eat it oh. Don't you have akpu and ogbono soup? I am really hungry. Richard responds to her, My dear, here in America, our breakfast is usually light. Please try and eat this for now. Later, we'll sort things out. During dinner, Richard and Ujunwa are both seated on the dining table. Richard, as a gentleman, dishes out spaghetti and meatballs for Ujunwa, who exclaims, What is this small portion? Richard responds, It's food, my dear. Spaghetti and meatballs, that's my specialty. You will enjoy it. Eat. Ujunwa starts mumbling, Me, I cannot come and die in America because of hunger. This food is too small. It will not belleful my stomach. I need something heavy like amala and ewedu soup. Richard smiles. I don't know what that food is. Please, bear with me. In time, I will know what you are talking about. But for now, can you eat in peace? Without complaining. Ujuma stands up and stretches her hands to turn Richard's food into her plate to make her food portion bigger. Please, oh, my stomach is rumbling. I can eat like an elephant if you don't mind. Richard in anger watches her madness. After dinner, as they seated together to watch a movie, Richard keeps a straight face. Ujunwa then went close to him and apologizes for her actions during dinner. That she did not do what she did out of disrespect, but she was super hungry, and that in Africa we like food. That's why I cannot live like you white people. An African man does not joke with his stomach. Richard said, it's all good. We are getting to know each other since we're from two different cultures. The next morning, as Richard goes to work, he returns home to a foul smell in his apartment. Ujuma, Ujuma, what's that smell? Did something die in the house? Ujuma smiles. No, my love. I went to an African store down the road and picked up some Nigerian ingredients so I can prepare a sumptuous Nigerian local dish for you as my man. It's called ogirokbe. It gives taste to soup. Don't worry, just go and shower. Dinner will be served soon. At the dining table, Richard is skeptical about eating the food Ujunwa prepared. She explained that the food is one of Nigeria's local dishes. It's called eforiro and amala. She encourages him to try it out by using his hands and not cutlery to get the original taste of the soup. After the first and second swallow, Richard exclaims, wow, this is delicious. I have never had an African dish in my life. I am loving this. Thank you, Ujunwa. Hours later, as Ujunwa was watching a movie on the TV, Richard steps out to go out. She asks him, where to, my love? So you want to leave me alone in this big house? Richard then tells her that he's going to for a games night with the boys, that he will not stay up that late. He kisses her on the forehead and leaves. After several hours, Ujuma hears a loud banging knock on the door. She became scared and looked for a bat to defend herself. As she goes to open the front door, only to be met by a drunk white guy, she quickly hit him with the bat. He fell on the floor. She became afraid that she has killed a white Oyibo man. She panicked. Few minutes later, Richard comes into the house only to find his friend Collins on the floor. Ujunwa, what have you done? How come? What happened? I hit him on the head though with a bat. I thought he was a thief. Oh no, Richard exclaims. He is my friend Collins. It's just that he was drunk. We hung out together, but I didn't know when he left. They both carry him up to the guest room. This forces Ujunwa to vacate the room and now stay in the same room with Richard. When Collins wakes up, he apologizes to Ujunwa for how he barged into the house. On a sunny Sunday morning, Juma is seen preparing to go to church, but is shocked to see Richard still on bed with his laptop. Honey, why aren't you getting ready to go to church? Richard smiles. Church? I cannot remember when last I went to church. It's been more than 10 years. It seems Africans are religious people. Ujunwa responds, yes, so particularly Nigerians. If you don't go to church on Sunday, people will see you as a bad person. Moreover, there are many churches around, even in my backyard. So if you don't go to church, the nurse from the church will force you to participate. Later that same day, Ujunwa is seen cleaning the house, sweeping, cleaning and mopping the floor. Richards, upon seeing her, asks her to stop, that a housekeeper comes to the house to do some deep cleaning once a month, and she gets paid. Ujunwa smiles. Don't worry, save your money. So long as I am here, I'll be doing it. I enjoy cleaning the house. It's my work back home in Nigeria. I clean people's house, so it's not a big deal. Richard smiles and thanks her. Few hours later, Ujunwa goes ahead to do some laundry. She watches Richard's clothes. When Richard saw her, he suggests that she should make use of the washing machine. It's faster and less stressful. But Ujunwa refuses, saying that she likes to wash with her hands so she can scrub off all the dirt properly. At the office, Richard praises his Nigerian girlfriend Ujunwa to his colleagues. He brags about her, and they envy him that for some weeks now he looks really happy, that he cannot wait to see this his glorified Nigerian girlfriend. On getting home, Richard calls Ujunwa to tell her that they will be having two guests later in the day, so he wants to order for a takeout. Mbamba. Richard is confused. My dear, what's Mbamba? Then she replied, Mbamba means no, 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 no. Why I am here, don't waste your money. I'll prepare some Nigerian delicacy for them. I know they will like it, but Richard is skeptical. Are you sure about this? You know the American people. At dinner, Richard, Ujunwa, Collins, and David sit to eat the Nigerian meal prepared by Ujunwa. She introduced the food as akpu and oha soup. It's one of the finest Nigerian delicacies from the eastern side. She teaches them how to eat it with their bare hands first. You wash your hands, then roll out a ball and dip it into the soup, then swallow. After dinner, David and Collins thanks Ujunwa for her hospitality that they both enjoyed the meal. This will make them now to go look for their own Nigerian girlfriend, they said with a smile. At the lounge, Richard is seen telling his friends that he wants to propose to his Nigerian girlfriend. That since she came into his life, he has found peace. But they asked him, what about Dora, the daughter of the CEO, who has had eyed on him? He tells them that he has told Dora countless times that he is not interested in her, that his heart beats for someone else. One early morning, as soon as Richard left for work, a knock is heard on the door. Juma quickly rushes out, only to see a white lady telling her to leave her man alone. She then smiles and responds back to her. You Oyibo woman, wey no sabi do anything. You dey talk about man. We die here. Richard is my soon-to-be husband. You better leave my house before I change am for you. As Ujuma was about to give her the beating of her life, Dora runs away. On returning home, Ujuma recounts what happened. How a white lady came to the house claiming that he was her man. Richard holds Ujuma's hand and apologizes that it is his boss's daughter, Dora, who wants to be in relationship with him. But he has told her countless times that he wasn't interested. Immediately he goes down on his knees to propose to Ujuma, declaring his love for her that ever since she came into his life, she has made his life so beautiful and peaceful that he wants to do a lifetime with her. Immediately in tears, Ujuma accepts the proposal with a loud yes. I don't arrive, oh, she exclaimed. Later, she is seen on the phone informing her people about her wedding with an Oyibo man. Wedding preparation commences as both Richard and Ujuma is seen talking to a wedding planner on how to blend the two cultures so that the guests will be satisfied with everything, starting from the food, the music to the dressing. On the day of the wedding, everything looked perfect as Ujuma stepped out in her beautiful traditional attire to look for her Oyibo husband, who was dressed in a traditional attire with his groomsmen. Everyone enjoyed the event, both the whites and the blacks alike. What a wedding! Even the tabloid featured it on the pages of their magazine. The end. We've come to the end of this story. I hope you did enjoy. If this is your first time of stumbling, you're highly welcome. Please don't forget to click